We have a unique video coming out of Florida, and if it's real, it could be one of the best videos captured of a ghost. This comes from a witness named Kendall. They were looking out the window when they saw what they think may be a ghost walking across the golf course. Now, of course, people are chiming in saying it's just a reflection, but keep in mind, there's nobody else in the clubhouse or behind the witness. So if it's a reflection, coming from where and who? Or is this truly a ghost? Take a look at this video, comment below, tell me what you think.
A girl named Lucy was home alone in her bed late one evening, just chilling on her phone, when out of nowhere she starts to hear aggressive knocking coming from her bedroom door. Knocking can be heard on her door, and a shadow of someone can be seen through the gap under the door, but she doesn't dare go to check. A few nights later, and the same thing happens again, only this time she goes to open the door. Watch closely. She opens the door very quickly after the noises are happening, but as she looks around, there's nobody there. Terrified, she quickly rushes back into her room and closes the door. A few nights later, her brother sends her a video saying it happened to him. Although every time they checked, there was nobody there. Many viewers commented that by opening her door, she has now let it in her room.
Her cat noticed something's in the closet, but as she looks at the cameras, she sees this. A woman named Ashley installed cameras in her guest room to try and capture some of the strange things happening there. But Ashley will soon regret this decision, as the cameras captured her cat suddenly noticing something creepy inside her closet. Something can be heard moving around her closet, opening the door, then closing it. The cat notices and gets closer to see what it is as it continues to move around. Ashley heard the noises and went up to check the room, since she's been hearing it for some time, but finds no one. Ashley's left scared, regretting ever putting a camera there, since she didn't want to know it was actually something real inside her closet.
Estoy recagada hasta las patas, encima estoy sola. Estoy recagada hasta las patas mal. Ay, la concha de... Ya estoy cansada, ya les juro, chicas. ¿Quién sos? Ay, a la concha de la lora. dejen en paz. Ay, no, 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 no.
My mirror's cracking by itself.
What's happening? Wait, stop.
Harry, my mirror is cracking by itself.
She began filming after noticing something inexplicable. The mirror in her living room spontaneously cracking without any apparent cause.
My mirror's cracking by itself.
Adding an extra layer of eeriness, several commenters pointed out what appears to be a ghostly face slowly manifesting within the shattered glass, staring directly back at the camera.
I know.
There's like little mosquitoes.
Kind of going on. What? What did you say? What did you say, Mommy? I didn't hear you.
You gotta keep that open so it doesn't get all musty.
You can't tell me it's not good. There's like little mosquitoes.
Kind of going on. What did you say? What did you say, Mommy?
On May 8th of 2025, a small family from California had shared a video in which something very strange happens. Apparently, whatever took place in this house wasn't just witnessed by the man, but also by the dog resting on the couch. It's this small detail that further makes this video baffling. Now, it's important to note that other dogs live in this house. The family who lives here are genuinely passionate about caring for their pets, which is why they treat each of their dogs as though they were their own children. From having a giant portrait of Frida, Pepper, and Valentino, to having a fully furnished dog room dedicated to them, it's clear that this family embraces all its members and ensures that no one is ever left out, even if one of them is no longer here. Only a month ago, Maxie, their first and oldest Chihuahua, had passed away from old age. Not a single day passes without thinking of little Maxie. He was deeply cared for, which makes it even harder for the family to accept that he's now gone. But despite this unfortunate story, the family's now focused on something else that happened recently. It was on a Thursday afternoon when this was captured. Out of nowhere, the sound of a barking dog is heard from inside the house. The man turns around to see if it was the dog behind him, but it wasn't. Something about these barks sounded familiar, and it wasn't until re-listening to the audio that the man knew he wasn't just hearing things, but rather a barking dog that sounded just like Maxie. No other dog is seen around except the one on the couch, and the other dogs that live here weren't home at this moment. If no other dog had barked, then which did? To the family, the answer is clear. It was Maxie who had barked. They believed that little Maxie had paid them a visit by barking in his usual manner. Apparently, this is how he barked when he wanted someone to come get him. Understandably, Maxie's owner begins to tear up after weeks of not hearing from him since he passed away. Their other dog seems to hear the barks too, but like his owner, he can't seem to find where they're coming from. As with most videos, this one remains unsolved.
No one believed her Airbnb was haunted until this happened.
I'm recording because no one believes me when I say every time I'm about to leave this house, the ghost decides to play. Watch. I cannot make this up.
She filmed a piano playing by itself in an empty Airbnb. Some say it's autoplay. Others claim it's a ghost musician refusing to leave. But after one viewer spotted a legless spirit, we're not so sure this is just a machine at work. Watch closely. The haunting may run deeper than keys and chords. A quiet Airbnb, no guests, no host. And yet, the piano began to play, notes drifting through the house like whispers from another time. The sound wasn't eerie. It was elegant. Too perfect. Almost practiced. The woman filming swears no one was there, but the comments weren't so quick to believe. Some saw a power cord. Others insisted it was a player piano. But what if it's not just the piano? One viewer claimed to see a man, pale blue, legless, running toward the back of the house. Another said their entire block is haunted. Could this beautiful melody be a mask for something darker? Or is the spirit simply playing one last song before moving on? The more people watched, the stranger it felt. One person joked, "At least he plays well," but others weren't laughing. A handful noticed distortion near the keys, a faint shimmer like heat waves in the air. Some theorized it's a trapped musician still trying to be heard. Others pointed to an entity following Maribel, claiming it's not the piano that's haunted, it's her. One haunting comment even read, "I saw his face reflected in the piano's finish." What if this isn't a player piano at all? What if it's a portal, an instrument for something unseen to speak through? It might be music now, but what comes next?
That's the man come to see me tonight.
Who come to see you at night?
The man.
What man? What man? Up here?
Uh-huh.
He did.
That's the man come to see me tonight.
Who come to see you at night?
The man.
What man? What man? Up here?
Uh-huh.
He did.
Mama.
Mama, your mama isn't there. There's no one there.
Mama.
Are you seeing ghosts?
Yes.
Whoa!
Mama.
Mama, your mama isn't there. There's no one there.
Mama.
Are you seeing ghosts?
Yes.
Whoa!
You believe in fairies?
The most obvious fey trap I have ever seen.
I'm gonna go touch it.
No, Maria!
I know there's an obvious fey trap right there.
Found this crispy fucking thing in the yard. What is that? Is that a fucking squirrel?
Well, that's an obvious fey portal if I've ever seen one. Just a stairway.
You ain't gonna get me this time, you very obvious fey trap doorway to nothing.
Dude, look up!
question, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Mushrooms on the ground, and I came over to discover that it's a huge ring that goes all the way around and comes over there.
They say that when you find a stone with a naturally made hole in it from the ocean, that you can look through it and see the mermaids and the fairies on